Well, this is the part that's kind of serious for me, is because this is losing my ability to get more subscribers on here and get more views on my all my channels. And obviously, this is more my problem than it is your problem. But I wanted to make you aware of it, especially if you're a person that watches all my videos and wonders why you don't see as much content on notifications and why they don't recommend some of my videos. And I'm a very independent person. I'm very open, very much think about myself. I don't think about, I don't have guests on any of my shows. I just do my own thing. I am my own expert when it comes to talking about the Mets. I hate to be like that, but I hate to talk like that, but I am. I am my own expert when it comes to talking about everything about the Mets and everything that we talk about in Major League Baseball. Now, I may not know something, and I'll try to learn about it if I can, but I do the best I can with what I have, but I have a problem, and I saw this back in February. Some of the views on all my channels had basically collapsed, specifically the Baseball Hut 2. I have 3 channels that talk about baseball, and main subject being the New York Mets. And I noticed with all those channels that I have, those 3, in February, the views really dropped. I know that every year we go through a cycle. The heavy cycle is the winter time from November to December, January, and then it picks up around middle of June through the trade deadline. But I saw some unusual movement in terms of losing subscribers. I was losing a lot of subscribers on the Baseball Hut in February and March, for like no reason. Tons of subscribers that I was losing. Well, I also have an entertainment channel called the Comic Book Hut, but on there, I don't do much work there. But on that account, I follow a lot of like comic book channels, a lot of entertainment channels. One of the channels I follow is John Della Rose, who I know from online. He's a good online friend, and he had been posting a couple of videos, and he has a website or an account on Substack called Phantom Pulse, and he's been covering the YouTube manipulation of what goes on YouTube. Now, I bring this up because it's very important, because people have been saying to me, well, I'm not getting your videos, and obviously the views are way, way down. I mean, for the Baseball Hut, I have 6,000 subscribers on this channel, on the big channel. And on the last video I posted about, the Mets beating the Braves a few days ago, I had under 800 views. That's pathetic. It shouldn't be that way. It should be much, much stronger than that. And I felt for a while that I've been targeted. Let me read you from Phantom Pulse, and he's been covering this for the past week. Clownfish TV confirms YouTube's algorithm manipulation is destroying independent creators across the platform, not just entertainment channels. Now, Clownfish TV is a big channel. They got over 600,000 subscribers. And this is like a team of a guy and a lady. And they team up and they do all kinds of stuff talking about, comic book movies, adventure movies, all the stuff that's going on in culture in terms of entertainment. The YouTubers at Clownfish TV have added their voices to the growing chorus of creators exposing YouTube's systematic suppression of independent content, confirming that the platform's algorithm manipulation extends far beyond individual channels to represent a coordinated attack on creators who don't conform to corporate media standards. Now, I would mention the Patriot Hut. The Patriot Hut, I was doing a lot of good work there, but nobody's watching. And I know, just based off of this, I know that channel has been deemed something they don't want to have. But it's more than that. It's just more than political stuff. It's corporate. Host Keenan and Geeky Sparkles, that's their names, detailed how their own channel has been experiencing the same algorithmic throttling that the Quartering, who has a channel. If you don't know the Quartering, he's a guy that basically started out doing just card games, and he has almost 2 million subscribers. I've been following him for a long time, and he's very much in tune to the algorithm, and he'll follow it wherever it goes. And he's a great creator on here. He's one of the big creators on here. The Quartering exposed earlier this week, proving that it isn't an isolated incident, but a deliberate campaign to marginalize independent voices. Quote, We're going to try to make sure that you guys get notified of our content, Kenyon Explained. Acknowledging the platform's failure to deliver content to subscribers. It's not just us. A lot of content creators are noticing that people are not getting notified. They're not seeing their content anymore. And I'll talk about what I think is actually going on. But it doesn't even matter if you follow them. It doesn't matter. The host revealed that YouTube has fundamentally broken its core promise to users, that subscribing to channels would ensure access to their content. Quote, doesn't matter if you ring the bell for notifications, if subscribers, whatever, or I've got people that are like, I've been subscribed to you for years. In the last couple of months, we're not seeing your content anymore. And when I check my, all the information that I have on my app, a lot of people don't watch. A lot of people that are subscribers don't watch. And the recommended views are higher than people that actually watch. It's very strange. The manipulation has become so severe that YouTube is promoting old and irrelevant content over fresh uploads from subscribed channels. Quote, I'm getting recommended like really old shit, right? Like old reviews, years old, news old. This is all screwed up. Sorry. I think I got a video recommendation from somebody that's dead. Like, what the hell's going on here? That's very true. Clownfish TV's analysis connects the suppression to YouTube's broader strategy of favoring mainstream media over independent creators. You have a bunch of people in Hollywood and the mainstream that are mad, and we've talked about it for years. They're mad about people are going to YouTube and they want to infiltrate the space. The host identified the core problem. YouTube was attempting to transform from a creator-driven platform into another streaming service dominated by corporate content. YouTube right now is trying to position itself as a streaming service to compete with Netflix and Disney and Hulu, but it's not. It's YouTube. Geeky Sparkles pointed out, this transformation betrays the very creators who built YouTube's success. People didn't want that stuff. They came to YouTube because they wanted to hear independent voices. If they wanted that stuff, they'd watch it where it was. Wouldn't they? But they didn't because they don't want it, Kenyon said. The solution, according to Clownfish TV, requires active effort from viewers to circumvent YouTube manipulation. You cannot depend on YouTube at this point, too. And it's not just for us, but for any of the creators that you follow. Now, this is why I've been going on different platforms trying to expand myself, because this channel has been targeted. There's no doubt in my mind. And I've been targeted by YouTube. They don't want me on here. I know that WFAN has done more content on here as a way of circumventing my criticism of them about how they treat the New York Mets, how they talk about the New York Mets. And they've been doing all this content, all this extra content, in particular the live stream that Evan Roberts does. Evan Roberts, they're trying to balance out that not everybody on the radio station are assholes when it comes to our team, America's team, the New York Mets. I know that's why they've been doing a lot of content on here as a way to sort of try to counterbalance my criticisms of them for the last 2-3 years. Okay? And they're using their corporate bullshit to basically undermine what I'm trying to do here. And that's trying to make a buck and trying to pay the mortgage and pay the bills. And here's the thing. This is not my career. For guys people like Clownfish and the Quartering, that's their career. So they don't care if the little guy gets hurt here. WFAN doesn't care. They were getting tired of me criticizing them. And of course, they're owned by George Soros, by the way, WFAN. So, I would mention this, and I'm going to show you this. This was a video that I did just a little while ago about Mets prospect Elian Pena. I mentioned him earlier in this video, how he had 3 home runs in a game on Thursday. I posted a short on the Baseball Hut. At 10:30 this morning, I had 4,600 views. Now, it went up to over 5,000 views, but at around 12 o'clock, it was around 4,900 views. As I record this video, for some odd reason, the video collapsed to about 3,700 views. What happened there? You know, I noticed it. Now, I noticed how quickly the video went crazy when I had over 4,000 views in the first hour. And then after a while, YouTube cut off all these views off the video. Now, that's revenue. That's money out of my pocket. Why are they doing that? And I know the views on my videos, they're not that great on a short. Unless I post a highlight. So I don't understand what's going on here with this sort of change that they did today with us. I don't understand this. So again, it tells me that they're manipulating views. They're manipulating the how you get the content. Now, like I said, I've been on Substack. What's good about Substack is, from what I understand, it's very much about freedom of speech. They don't manipulate things. But one thing I do like about it is that whenever I post something on the platform, you get an email, okay? Every time I post something, you get an email letting you know when I'm posting something, which on YouTube, that doesn't happen. On YouTube, you get notified off the app. You don't get an email telling you that you got a post from the creator. So that's why I need you to go on and subscribe. It's very easy to get on Substack, okay? I would mention it's much easier. I don't know how it is on anybody else's computer. It sucks on the computer. But if you want to watch and go in there and subscribe, I would suggest you subscribe off your phone, because it's much easier to read it off your phone. And I will post everything now on there. Every baseball video that I have, every comic book video I have, will be posted on there, and just to share with you, to show you what I'm doing. And I would mention, I did a couple of videos during the week on the Baseball Hut too. Nobody watched them, because it has nothing to do with the audience. It has to do with the fact that YouTube is not recommending it. And YouTube's not letting subscribers know that a video went up. So, if you subscribe to Substack, you will get an email letting you know when a video goes up on YouTube, or if I post something, or I've written something, or I've put some kind of fact about the club, about the New York Mets on there, you'll know. So that's the value of it. You'll get notified through email. You won't be getting notified because YouTube decided to notify you or not to notify you. I've said for a long time that this channel should be much, much bigger. Baseball Hut should be much, much bigger. And I know for a long time that they've been suppressing it for a very long time, because I'm very independent. And like I said, I have no guest on here. I don't like collaborate with anybody. I don't want to be bothered. I don't have time for nonsense. I have no time for talking to strangers. I really don't. I'd rather, if I would have people on here, be friends and family, and that's about it, if I have anybody. I haven't had a guest on the Baseball Hut in a long time. And like I said, I'm my own expert here when it comes to the New York Mets, so I don't really need anybody in that regard. But I do need you. I need you to watch this very important part of the video, because if I don't get people to... I mean, YouTube's trying to run me off the platform. They don't want me here because I go against the MLB corporate message of everything's fine, everything's good. But there are some things in baseball that aren't good, and things that they're snowballing us on, you know. And I have to talk about it, and nobody else talks about it. You look at the other channels, they don't talk about it. I bet you most of these channels, these baseball channels, don't know about the manipulation that YouTube has, because they're not dealing with that manipulation. And there are channels that are great channels, should be doing much better. Hum Baby Baseball, he's an independent guy. His channel, he should have 100,000 subscribers. Easy. Based off the content that he does on his channel is so good. It is the best content on this platform when it comes to Major League Baseball, and he doesn't get it. And I think because he doesn't really collaborate with people, and he doesn't want to talk to the baseball, and he never has anybody in the baseball industry on, and he loves the Giants, and he loves talking about baseball history, and he's just terrific. But he's an example of what I talk about here. So it's extremely important, folks, that you come on here and go on to Substack and subscribe. And it's free to subscribe. Eventually I need to get 10 subscribers on there. I got about 6. I could use 4 more. so I could do live streams on there for you on there. I would mention also I'm on Facebook. Last 2 nights I've been doing live streams on Facebook after the Met games. I think they've been pretty good. I've been very happy with them. But more important, and of course, you got to follow me on. I'll have the links in the description of this video for both sites, both for Facebook and for, of course, Substack. It's extremely important to follow me on Substack because you'll get every video in an email, every post in an email that I could put out there. I do know that some posts that I put on the community side, people don't get it. It's the weirdest thing. Some people just don't get it. They don't see it. So that's an example of YouTube manipulating everything to go based off of their own corporate message. So I want to thank you for watching this video. I thank you for your patience as you watch this. I know it's not something you want to deal with, but this is very important to me, and I need your help to really expand and really to give myself a little bit of a net in case YouTube really just pulls the rug right from under me. So thank you for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you later.